Hi FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, June 16th at approximately 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Coming to you today with a kind of an all-inclusive, sort of crafty update, so to speak. So, I have a little bit of punch needle, a little bit of not really diamond painting, but just to let you know about a video that I recorded about a week ago that I'm going to be uploading. And mostly this update is going to be about cross stitch. But I do have a little bit of punch needle to show you. I'm not going to do it in a separate video just because, well, there's not enough coverage of it to put in its own little video. But I do realize that this is a month overdue, or yeah, basically about a month overdue. I only filmed one update video in May, and that was mid-May, so I actually have May wrap-up to do for you today and whatnot. So before I get started in that though, thank you very much for stopping by. If you're a new watcher, thank you very much. I really appreciate you stopping by to see what I have to offer. Hopefully you'll find something here that will enable you to try a new craft if you don't already cross stitch or punch needle or diamond paint or whatever. And hopefully you'll find something interesting enough to want to stick around and watch some more videos and hang around for a while. I always like meeting new friends. It's great to have you here, and thank you for stopping by. If you're a new watcher, thank you very much for coming back. Hi friend. Really great to see you again. Hopefully everything's going well for you. Things are going okay for me. Work's been kind of hectic, but other than that, things are going well. Hopefully, again, you'll find something here as well that will keep you coming back. And I encourage both of you, to both new friends and returning friends, to click the subscription button below so you'll be notified when I upload new content. I'm intending to do these a little more often than once a month, but it doesn't always happen, and I know, like, especially this next week, it's going to be super busy and I'm probably not going to stitch a lot, but anyway, I will try my best to upload regularly. So if you do click the subscription button below, click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next few videos. So thank you very much. If you're a returning subscriber, it's great to spend time with old friends, and I really have enjoyed seeing you. You're going to hear a lot of kind of a lot of updates and a lot of life stuff, and just, you know, some stitchy stuff here on today's video. So hopefully again you'll enjoy the visit, and it's great to be with you. So as I alluded to, this next week is going to be really busy for my husband and I. Wednesday starts Origins Game Fair, which is a huge board game convention here in Columbus, Ohio. It is put on by the Game Manufacturers Association, also known as GAMA. I don't remember what the first A stands for, but it's GAMA. It's Origins Game Fair. It starts officially on Wednesday and goes through Sunday. My husband and I will be attending Wednesday through Saturday, so we are going to be out of the house starting sometime Wednesday morning until about midnight every night, Wednesday through Saturday this week. So we're looking forward to seeing some old friends and playing some board games. We're intending to get into a speed puzzle competition as well. We tried it last year and had fun, so we're going to do it again this year. So that should be kind of fun. It's technically my second attempt into a speed puzzle competition, so that will be fun. If you've ever watched speed puzzle competitions before, they're kind of interesting. You may be familiar with Karen Puzzles here on YouTube. She is a well-known speed puzzle competition person, and she attends like many international, all over the world speed puzzle competitions. So if you and I've really been enjoying her videos. In fact, I have 2 of her 3 Ravensburger puzzles in my collection right now. I haven't put them together yet, but I'm excited for that. So yeah, we're going to be busy this week doing Origins Game Fair stuff. I'm volunteering with Buckeye Game Fest, which provides one of the game libraries for people to check games out during the convention and play. So I will be volunteering my time for them to get my badge for free, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of our local friends, a lot of our local board gaming friends actually go, so we get to see some people we haven't seen in a little while. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, there's going to be about probably 15,000 people at this convention center this weekend, and we're really looking forward to it. This is where we spend most of our money for the year, so we have a lot of money saved up and everything like that. So yeah, looking forward to it, and should be a lot of fun. So today's video is going to be mostly about cross stitch. I have a little bit of punch needle to show you that I kind of picked up last night, and I have May wrap up to talk to you about for the month of So yeah, you gotta love it when your little video camera, your USB video camera kind of freezes up on you. Anyway, so I have some May wrap up to share with you, some June plans, and just some updates, general updates, and some other things like a little bit of haul and also some needle minders that I've been making. So and that involves yet another craft. So if you're into Perler beads, or melty beads as they're known, where they're little plastic little tube beads that you put into a pattern and then you use an iron and melt them together to make things, I've been dabbling in that too. So we have a little bit of that to show you on today's video as well. So sit back, grab something to drink, stay hydrated. Here in Ohio, it's in the 90s, really hot and humid, and we have air quality warnings and heat warnings and everything. It's just really icky to be outside right now. I'm really glad I'm downstairs in the cool basement, trying to just stay hydrated. I have my thing of water here, little teeny Hello Kitty. It's a Hello Kitty. This is my Melody, actually, a little my Melody water bottle that I got from Five Below. The other thing is I got a haircut, and tonight my hair is going back purple, you guys. So it's been a little while since it's been purple. This is my current color. It's more of a dirty blonde with gray mixed in. I don't know if you can see the gray. Oh, yeah, you can see the gray quite a lot right here. But I'm going back purple, bright purple tonight. So excited for that too. Mainly for Origins, but it's been a long time coming, and I got a haircut yesterday, so it's pretty short compared to what it was in my last video. So we shall get started. The first thing I'm going to do is show you a little bit of haul that I got. Really quick, non-stitching related haul. So Mom and I like to go to Joann's. The one Joann's that is closest to work and probably closest to the house, their stock has been dwindling. And I don't know if you've kept up with any of the Joann's information, like the bankruptcy information going on with Joann's. I don't know much about it. All I know is they filed for bankruptcy, but Mom and I were in there about a week and a half ago. And you know, they have these little disposable bags that are in there. So I picked up this new Just Being Me Pride bag because it was in there. And they also had these bags that say kindness, peace, equality, love, inclusion, hope, and diversity. And they have the little pride side things and the rainbow things. So I picked up one of these because I thought it was really, really kind of cute. Add it to my bag collection. And when I was checking out, the lady's like, well, that's just really weird. She kept scanning it, and she goes, it's not even coming up in our system, and it's listed as discontinued. She goes, so because we're discontinuing it, we're just going to throw it away so you can have the bag for free. And I looked over at where I picked the bag up in the checkout line, and I was like, it looks like you guys have some more of them over there. Can I take a couple more? And she's like, sure, I don't see why, we're just going to throw them away. So I walked over and I picked up 2 other bags. So I have 3 of these bags. So I have a nice little collection of some Pride bags. Happy Pride, everybody. June is Pride Month. I'm not an actual member of the LGBTQIA2S plus community, but I am an ally. I have my ally, so it's upside down, but I have my ally bracelet on. I got this at Origins a couple of years ago. There is a group called the Tabletop Gamers, Gaymers. The Tabletop Gamers. They pass out all kinds of stuff like this, ribbons and stuff for your badges and whatnot. And they had these rubberized little bracelets. So I picked up an ally bracelet at Origins a couple years ago, and I've been wearing this all month. I really should keep it on all year, but you know, I don't know if it'll stretch out. But it's my Pride bracelet for being an ally. So yeah, if you're celebrating with everybody else, happy Pride all. That being said, we'll get into some haul. If you've watched my videos, you know that I am a subscriber to the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. This came in the mail, I believe, Friday. I got the newest summer issue. This is the summer 2024 issue, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. There's actually quite a bit of patriotic stuff in here. It's all primitive, and up until recently, I haven't really been a primitive stitcher. And also, until recently, I haven't, in the last couple of years, I haven't been a punch needler either. But one of the things that was really kind of cool in there this year was this patriotic flag. That's kind of cool. The flags that I've seen in here this time around, the piece on the cover is really pretty. This flag piece. I thought you don't see too many people doing Pride punch needle anywhere, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm just gonna have to kind of draw my own flag and fill it with color. So I'll probably be doing kind of my own Pride punch needle just to add to some of my Pride stuff. But in one of the pieces in this this issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine is by Barbara Anna, and it's called Cat Mug. Look at that cat, you guys. He is so cute. He's like a calico cat, but he is so cute. So there's that. So the other one that I really liked was from, this is from Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates. This is called Summer Sunshine. And look at that sun, you guys. Look at that sun. I just love that. And it's got a beach, a sandcastle, and a starfish, and an eagle, and some seagulls. Look at that. And it says summer. And it's on a beach. Look at that. I mean, that is so pretty. So there's a couple of pieces here in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. The neat thing is I have the I have the print subscription to this. You can only get the print subscription to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine if you live in the US, because shipping costs are outrageous. But the nice thing is, if you have the print subscription, it allows you access to all of the past issues digitally. So not only can you get the print version, you can also download all the digital issues from the first issue on forward to the most recent issue. So having print subscription allows you to get the digital files. So if at any time, you know, I lose my hard copy, I actually have the digital copy to back up. Or if I need to put a pattern into Pattern Keeper to stitch it, you know, I have the digital version as well. So that's kind of nice. Or you can actually just get the digital version from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine as well. And there is one that allows you back issues for the last year, or you can get back issues since the first issue in 2015. I believe it's 2015. There's two different digital versions. One of the things I'm thinking about doing, one of the parts of the magazine that has shown up recently, and I just thought of this earlier today, is a section called From the Desk of Great Aunt Minnie. So it's this thing, it's like a little letter that Minnie is writing to somebody in her family. And they have prompts, a bunch of different prompts in here, like a different journaling type questions that you can ask yourself to include in your journal. And I thought it might be kind of fun to go back to when that section of the magazine started and start doing some of the questions from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher From the Desk of Minnie questions, prompts, kind of like a get to know your stitcher prompts and whatnot that people do. And I thought I might go ahead and start that. So that might be look for that in a couple of future videos. That might be a small section that I add to my video. So you also know, if you've been watching me for a while, that I am in part of the Stitch Me Fabric of the Month Club. I get 40 count Verdal in a quarter yard. And the May Fabric of the Month Club is called Middle Earth. It's 40 count Verdal. Go ahead and open it for you. So this was the May's Fabric of the Month from Be Stitch Me. Look at this fabric. It is beautiful. It's greens and pinks. You're not going to be able to see it really well in there, but you get, well, it's kind of pinky. You can kind of get that. But this is called Middle Earth. Beautiful piece of fabric. This Verdal is absolutely beautiful to stitch on, and it's 40 count. I have Be Stitch Me's fabric set for the Cottage Garden Samplings Year in the Woods, and I am stitching. So right now I've got the Bald Eagle started on the fabric for that season from Be Stitch Me, and I am loving working on it. The fabric is so nice to stitch on. Loving. I'm so glad that I get the 40 count from Be Stitch Me. Haven't been to my needle workshop real recently, but about 2 weeks ago or so I stopped by. I am getting the Cottage Garden Samplings Fabulous House series, and we got house number 6, the tree house. I think that is really cute. I haven't actually started stitching any of these yet. One of the ones I'm probably going to stitch is the Hobbit. I believe that was house number 5, but I did get the tree house. And then I picked up Blooming Tiny Town. I've been, whoops, there we go, Blooming Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. I've been collecting these since I picked up the Keepsakes special edition one. And then while I was there as well, I picked up some specialty flosses. So I picked up a Weeks Dye Works. This got kind of, this is Santa Cruz, really nice color. That's kind of showing it really well. I picked up Gentle Arts Lemon Drop. That's a really pretty yellow. I picked up Gentle Arts Island Blue. I picked up Gentle Art Grape Fizz. I picked up Gentle Arts Hibiscus, really nice pink. I picked up Romy Creations Orange Brick. And I picked up Gentle Arts Kiwi, really nice green. So there's this cross-stitch group called Cross-Stitch Camp, and I can't remember off the top of my head the lady that started Cross-Stitch Camp. She's a yarn shop and fiber shop owner, and she started this camp for her shop, and a lot of people decided to participate. Well, I think 2 or 3 years ago she started Cross-Stitch Camp, which is for the month of June, and I haven't participated, but it's June, July, and August this year. There's three different things to stitch for each month, one for each month, and I had picked all of these colors to make my cross stitch camp badge, because I wanted to kind of do a rainbow theme for my badge. And so I picked out all these different colors for it. And yeah, I picked out all these different colors. I have yet to stitch my cross stitch camp badge, and I have yet to start participating in cross stitch camp. So these are the colors that I picked for that. I don't have the pattern here to show you because it's a freebie pattern, but you have to sign up. Essentially, you have to sign up for camp. I will put the link to the cross stitch camp Facebook group down below, and you can go there for some more information about cross stitch camp and how to sign up. But yeah, so these were the colors that I was intending to use for my camp badge. Very bright, very colorful. So yeah, lots of very bright colors. So I was intending to stitch my cross stitch camp badge using those, but I didn't get to it as of yet. And that's all the haul I have. So I have the treehouse pattern, the Be Stitch Me fabric, and everything like that. If you also watch my YouTube channel, you know that around Christmas, Mom and I do the 12 Days of Christmas Mo sale unboxing. Well, Mo has dyed a set of flosses for a set of rainbow flosses. And if you watched last year, I did get last year's set of rainbow flosses that I am using to stitch Crossword by Long Dog Samplers. And I don't have that down here to show you, but this last week they dyed hanks of rainbow thread. So it's rainbow silk thread, and it's all the colors in one variegated skein. I have 2 of those skeins on order right now as of yesterday, so hopefully in the next week or so I'm expecting to get them shipped. I'm looking forward to having the rainbow skein of floss and hoping to use it for something exciting soon. I don't know what that'll be. I don't know what project I'll choose for it, but I'm hoping to get that soon because I really like Mo Sale floss. Alright, so that is, I believe, all of my haul. So we're gonna do the little bit of punch needle stuff towards the end of the video, so I will leave that out. One of the things, so I'm gonna include my perler bead making things here to show you. So last year, towards the fall, I started thinking, you know, we found these sets, these Hello Kitty perler bead, melty bead sets at Five Below. My husband was buying me a couple. They're really cute. They're about coaster size, so they're about 3 or 4 inches big, and it's Hello Kitty and Kuromi and Kuropi. You know, I really like my Hello Kitty, so obviously I really like my Hello Kitty. And yeah, you can see this is my little eyeglass thing. It's all Hello Kitty. I have a Hello Kitty thing I have since I was little. And so I was looking online. I noticed that they had mini perler beads, which are tinier little perler beads. So last fall I was like, this is kind of fun. I can actually probably turn those into some needle minders. So I made a bunch of needle minders, and I took them to the 2 fall retreats that I went to with Mom last year. And these are some of the needle minders that I have created using melty beads. So we have bonkers. These are bonkers. You might remember, I believe last year, there was an internet sensation on Facebook called Tater Tot. He was a little orange, little tiny kitten that had some kind of pretty bad health issues. And his 2 front legs were put in casts because his 2 front legs were deformed or not quite right. So they put him into casts, and his casts happened to be pink and teal, and they had these little black paw print type things on them. So Tater Tot ended up passing away, and he was beloved by people all over the world. So these 4 needle minders here are Tater Tot's bonkers. Then we have the little Harder Daddy little booty thing. Then we have the Scream. We have Starbucks cups. We have Tim Hortons cups and Dunkin' Donuts cups. Dunkin' Donuts coffee cups. We have a couple of bubble teas. We have a, I believe that's kind of a Jason face mask. We have a Grogu. We have the thing that really inspired me was somebody had posted these McDonald's Happy Meal Halloween buckets. And so I was like, I can make those into needle minders. Those would be cute. So we have a little Pokemon Pokeball, little donut, a Peeps, a Peep. We have my Melody Hello Kitty. This is an LA Dodgers one. I'm a Dodgers fan, so of course I had to do an LA Dodgers. This is an Animal Crossing leaf from the Animal Crossing game. We have a couple of F-bombs right here. And then we have a couple of switches. Those are the Nintendo Switches. And then we have some Mickey's things. So these are like the Poison Apple, that's BB-8, and then a couple of Pride Mickeys. So these are just some of the examples of some of the stuff I could make. And so a week ago, I wanted to take a break from cross stitching, and I decided to pull out my melty beads because there was a couple of ideas of other things that I wanted to do. And these ones don't have magnets on them yet. They will soon. So I came up with Stanley cups. I thought those were kind of neat. So I have four little Stanley cups. These are just prototypes of needle minders. The nice thing is they're really lightweight and they're also a little flexible. I did a little watermelon slice because this recently the Women's College World Series softball came on. I did a softball, and I'm a really big fan of Totoro and Studio Ghibli anime things, so I made a little Totoro guy, and this is no face, two little anime characters, and then I made Snoopy. So I graduated in 1989. Snoopy was our class mascot. And then another idea that I came up with, I have floss bobbins. I didn't bring them here, but I made floss bobbins last year, or floss drops. I'm in the process of trying them out because with the floss drops, so this hole in the middle, with the floss drops that I made, you can loop your threads through the holes and, you know, use them like floss drops. This is a prototype of something that I kind of wanted to come up with. So I do parking on my pieces, and I have those little clamshell plastic things to wrap my parked threads around so they don't get tangled and look kind of horrible. And you know, it kind of undoes itself, and you can wrap your floss around it and close it up. Well, I was like, let me just come up with something that has the slits, so you could wrap your floss, your parked threads around it. I could put a magnet on the back, and it could be a needle minder, kind of like a parked thread bobbin needle minder thing. So I am going to be testing this out for myself just to see if the round works, or if there's another thing that I could try for this. I have another idea as well. This is just it's kind of like a donut or a cookie. That's what it's intended to be like. But I'm going to be attaching a magnet to one of these sides, so you know it can sit on your project with your threads wrapped around it. And I'm hoping to have some of these for fall retreats coming up. But I have to test it to see if the edges on the inside is going to snag the threads as you're pulling them. I don't know if the melted part is going to affect the threads any. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on a bunch of needle minders. So I was selling the needle minders at the retreat for like $3, and I sold quite a bit. I sold a couple of the Grogu and some of the Dunkin' and some of the other Starbucks cups. These are Starbucks cups. So I'll now have Stanley cups. You know, I can do Snoopy's, any little thing that you can find. If you Google Perler, I could probably make some needle minders out of them. So My needle minders are $3. I'm thinking these little bobbin things might be, I might sell 2 for $5. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I can do pretty much anything with the Perler beads. So I'm amassing quite a stash of magnets, needle minders, and I have some ideas for some other cross stitch related things using melty beads. So that was my little gent into Perler beads. So now we'll get into just some updates. So since my last video in May, the last piece that I worked on for May was Liberty bowl fillers. This is the pattern that was in the 2018 summer issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I was working on the cat. And I actually finished up the main stitching on the cat. There's no back stitch. So in essence, I did finish up the cat. So here is the cat. And this is on a piece of 22 count hardanger that I hand dyed myself. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be stitching the dog and the mouse on either side of him. So the dog over here in the red is going in the red teacup, and the mouse is going over here in the blue teacup. So you have red, white, and blue teacups. But this is Liberty bowl fillers. I got the cat done at the end of May. So I may work on this a little bit more this month, try and get this done, but anyway. So that was the last piece that I worked on for May. So speaking of May, we're going to go ahead and I'll do my May wrap up for you now. So for the month of May, I worked on 5 projects for a total of 1,814 stitches. Those 5 projects were Aquamarine by Carolyn Manning. I put in 110 stitches at the very beginning of May on that one. The second one was Crossword by Long Dog Samplers. That's the one I'm using the rainbow threads from Mo Sale. I put in 257 stitches on that one. The next project I worked on was Bewitching Owl. That is the owl sitting on the branch with the pumpkins underneath him. That one I put in 511 stitches. That was one of my Whip Go pieces. So I finished my Whip Go on that one in May. Then the next one I worked on for 421 stitches was the Stained Glass Hello Kitty. That is the full coverage one that I've been working on. Again, I don't have these pieces down here with me because I should have brought the Stained Glass Hello Kitty one down with me, but I didn't. Anyway, I put in 421 stitches on that. And then the last one I worked on for the month of May was the Liberty bowl fillers, where I finished the cat. That was also a Whip Go, and that's all I had done for the month of May. So that was 1,814 stitches stitched on 5 projects for the month of May, and I had a lot of open time. So you'll see here, so this is May, the middle column here. This is my stitching thing. There was a lot of days that I didn't stitch in May, and there's actually a lot of days in June that I didn't stitch either. So the piece for June that I've been working on is my Whip Go Square 25. Alright, so it's Whip Go Square 25. I don't have the color picture of this, I just have the black and white printout of the pattern. But it is by Stitch Rovia on Etsy, and it is called Let It Snow. Come on, out of there. So, get the piece out. Of course, it's the last one. This is Stitch Rovia's Let It Snow. And it is a snowy scene with trees and an ice skating pond, and the buildings and the skaters are really, really colorful. You'll see that when I show you my progress. So I put my 500, and I believe it was 530 some stitches in it. this month for my Whip Go Square. So this is where we are at on Let It Snow. And this is simply on a piece of light blue even weave. I think I got this from a big box craft store. But you can see the building in the snow. I also brought this inner white border line down, all the way down. So there's that, and then the white snow here, and then the buildings. I started working on the buildings. So, and this is my Yeti needle minder from Rebel Stitcher, Colleen. So this is Let It Snow. This is the only piece that I've worked on so far for the month of June. So that's all you have for the month of June. We got some updates, some stitching updates and whatnot. Let me get some of this put back away. This is just a little plastic Hello Kitty file folder that I had on hand to keep my pattern neat. And the even weave is a 28 count even weave on this. So the stitches on it look pretty large to me because I'm used to stitching. I've been used to stitching on 20 count and smaller fabric. So that is everything that I have for you today, stitching wise. So I'm going to show you a little bit of punch needle. Now I haven't done punch needle in a little bit, but I have been working on, I meant to get the color picture of this, but I decided to pull out my Liberty hats, hats off to the red, white, and boom pattern. This is from Lisa Berberet. She has a shop on Etsy. She's known as the Pumpkin Lady, and you get in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, the summer 2018 issue, you get all three hats as a punch needle pattern. And these are the colors that I have chosen for it. Kind of muted red, white, and blue. So 3033 is my white, red, and blue colors. And then a 422 tan for the kind of the tan part of this hat. But if you can imagine red, white, and blue, that's what it is. And so I kind of got started on my punch needle last night. So this is my Morgan lap stand. So this part right here is the smaller hat. You can kind of see that. It's this one down here on the bottom. So, whoops, there we go. I'm not going to show you the back part because that is the pattern. But anyway, you can see the punch needle. You can kind of see the pattern of the second hat above it. Second hat's going to be punched up here. But yeah, I got started on the punch of that. That is using color number 3033. 3033. And I'm just using DMC floss. This was charted for Valdani flosses, but I chose not to use Valdani on them. So this is the Morgan lap stand. It has the 7-inch hoop here and the 10-inch hoop that my piece is attached in. So you can get these at craft stores. I ordered mine online. But these hoops, because they tend to lock, there is a, they have a ridge on the inside that grabs the fabric and locks it into place. So you can see there's a channel. You can see the channel that's right in there. So the frame, there's a bump out that that sticks right in there, and it grabs your fabric. Keeps your fabric drum tight, and you kind of want the drum tight fabric when you're doing punch needle. But yeah, this is my setup for punch 7 and 10 inch hoop set that I have has been plenty big for all the punch needle patterns that I am attempting, that I want to punch. So I haven't ventured out to getting any bigger hoops. So anyway, this is the first one. Okay, so yeah, this is the first hat. This is a Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, so, summer 2018 issue. And that is really all I have for you. I'll show you my Whip Go. So I've actually been doing really good on Whip Go this year, you guys. Here is my Whip Go board for 2024. The last square that I have that's still open is square number 2, which is Stitch a Monochromatic Project. I'm going to be working on Pandemic at some point for 500 stitches, and that is the last square that I still have to complete for Whip Go. All my other squares for the year so far are completed. That's why they're all filled in. And square 25 down here was the second square for June Whip Go, and you can see it was the project was Let It Snow. I put in 530 some stitches on it, so I finished that up yesterday. So I was able to mark that off, and everything else is filled in. The next Whip Go call is on the 25th. Jessie Marie, she went to StitchCon down in Cincinnati weekend A last weekend. So her videos will probably be she's got a StitchCon wrap-up video coming up, I believe. So she'll be drawing the next 2 squares in on the 25th of June. So be looking for my next Whip Go thing. So that is pretty much all I've been working on, is just Whip Go. I haven't really been staying too active in some of my other groups, just because life is getting in the way, and I kind of lost my stitching bug as well, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I lost my stitching bug. And so some of the other things: the Pop Culture Stitching Challenge Facebook group. The acrostic this month is Travel Agent. Magazine Monthly Challenge group. This month's theme is To the Parade, and the acrostic is Float. I haven't, as you can see, I've selected pieces for Float, but I have not stitched on any except for one. The free cross stitch challenge stitch board, I'm not doing so good on it. I've only got a few things stitched. The monthly stitching goal for that group is 8,000 stitches this month. I am only at 500. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be completing 8,000 stitches unless I go gung-ho on the full coverage pieces. I might be able to get it done with full coverage, but I don't know. So a lot of it really depends on everything like that. So for the rest of the month, I'm going to try and focus on Pandemic to get the Whip Go done, and also I might pull out some of the other projects on the acrostic. Oh, the 24 hours of cross stitch acrostic challenge this month is Vacation Ready. So for instance, I have Victorian Christmas Eve, Hidden Harbor by Andy Russell, Patterned Cats by Doreen Jones, Amid Amish Life, Jackalope and Tapestry, Ink Circles, Needles Dance, Sleepy Owls, Needlewoman Murder Mystery, Sleigh Ride, Evening Feed by Diane Graebner, Animal Crossing Sal, The Long Dog Pandemic, and Here in the Woods, Bald Eagle. So I have some other projects picked out to work on. I just don't know when I'm going to be getting to them. The more the year goes on, the more I find myself not really wanting to stitch for a lot of challenge groups. So I may be contemplating really scaling back the amount of Facebook challenge groups that I'm actively involved in, because I'm finding more and more that I don't really want to stitch those pieces that I've selected for them, or I don't have pieces that'll fit the prompts, so I'd have to do penalty stitching, which means either, you know, 100 stitches more or double the stitches for penalty. And you know, with my stitchy bug not being there, and trying to get through Let It Snow, trying to get through the 500 stitches on Let It Snow was like a chore. And I don't know if my stitchy bug is just not coming back or just not there. And I don't know if I want to continue to have to push myself and track what I'm stitching for what. Nor, you know, and counting isn't the issue for me. It's just, I just don't know if it's something that I want to continue with actively. I may just stick with a couple of groups that do prompts where it's not, you know, I'm not stitching on a team and whatnot. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm kind of thinking about just to make my stitchy life easier, and that way I can kind of work on whatever the hell I want to work on. The other thing I've been kind of toying around with too is doing picking 2 or 3 projects a month and just focusing on those for like a week or two, or just doing, you know, picking projects for 2 weeks and just stitching on those projects every 2 weeks until the end of the year, just so I can get some stitching done on them. The other thing I was thinking of is, I know some people pick days of the week to stitch. Like on the 25th you stitch on a Christmas project. On the 31st you stitch on a Halloween project. On a Friday you might have full coverage Fridays. Or you might do Mirabilia Mondays or Mill Hill Mondays. Or, you know, something like that. Whip Wednesdays, where maybe, you know, maybe I can spin a wheel and just pick a whip. Have the wheel pick a whip for me that I stitch on. Just doing stuff like that instead of stitching for groups. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. I also have a lot of new starts that I kind of want to start. One of the things that I've been wanting to start, and it's in the bag here with my Liberty bowl fillers. I finally have everything kind of kitted together for it, but I've had this on my radar for a while. It's the Heart and Hand Square Dance. So I have all 12 square dance patterns for these, and what I'm going to do is stitch them all 3 in a row. So you have July, August, September all in a row, much like I'm doing the Liberty bowl fillers, and I'm going to make them into little pillows and stuff them with, the idea is to stuff them with walnut shells so they have some weight, and I can stick them in the bowl filler in the dough bowl on my coffee table and have quarterly things to display. So I have the fabric, and I have the flosses and everything pulled for them. I just need to actually sit down and start and figure out which season, so to speak, I want to start. I have a couple of other monthly things that I'd like to get started, but that is one of the ones that I'm hoping to maybe start soon. So let me take a look at my notes here to see if there's anything that I might have missed to talk to you about. Nope. May wrap up chain stitching. There's lots of pride stitching going on this month. Notorious Needle is doing the Vote As If stitch along. It's $15 to get in that one. So if you look up Notorious Needle Vote As If sell, a lot of people are also stitching the Modern Folk Embroidery Move Forward in Love. I do have that pattern, I just don't have it started yet. There is also IKEA. On IKEA's website they have a free pride pattern that you can download. It's really kind of cute, looks really simple to stitch. I have it. Then there's another designer that I came across earlier this month. It was somebody on one of the YouTube channel, one of the new YouTube channels I was watching, had mentioned it, and I believe you pronounce it TJ. That's TEAJEIGH. TJ Designs. They have quite a few pride related patterns that I am considering getting. Let's see. Everything else is pretty much talked about. I talked about Origins. I did watch some of the College World Series, the Women's College World Series for college softball. Congratulations to the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma Sooners. They won the Women's College World Series the beginning of the month. So congratulations to them. It was an interesting series, playoff series. A couple of the teams that I really like to watch actually didn't make it to the finals, which was a little surprising, but you know, that happens from time to time. So towards the end there, I actually didn't really watch very much as I normally do of the College World Series. But anyway, congratulations to the Oklahoma Sooners for winning the Women's College World Series. Be interesting to see how the season plays out next year. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Sorry it's been a little disjointed, and sorry that this was so long. I wasn't expecting it to be this long because I didn't have very much for you. But anyway, I guess I talk a little bit more than more than most. So anyway, that's all I have for you this week. Looking forward to Origins Game Fair. Going to be super busy, and I don't know with weather and life and everything else going on what my stitching is going to be like. So hopefully I'll have another video for you. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. Not sorry. Hopefully I'll have another video for you before the end of the month. I've also been playing a lot of Palia. It is a free-to-play Switch or PC game. I've been playing a lot on my Switch, but I have been playing on PC a lot. I've been playing that game a lot just because they've been doing a lot of updates and special event type things, so I've been kind of a lot of my time has been sucked into that. Plus it's also been a little bit of an escape from work, and yeah. So if you happen to be in the Palia community and you're interested in getting together in game for like hunting or bug catching or whatever, just send me a message and we can figure out a date and time to kind of connect in game and do some foraging, hunting, bug catching, whatever you need to do, because I am looking to get the plushies. If you're in the game, you know what I'm talking about. I finally got my first 2 plushies Friday night because I was watching a streamer that I really like who plays Palia, that I didn't know played Palia, who also diamond paints. If you know Mrs. Crochet and Coffee online, she does Palia streams as well, and she I kind of met up with her group online Friday night, and I managed to get my first 2 plushies, so I was really excited about that. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. I'll quit talking and let you go. We'll see you soon. Keep your head up and keep moving forward, because that's all we can do, and we'll talk to you soon. Alright, everybody, look forward to those StitchCon videos. I did not go to StitchCon this year, so there will not be a StitchCon video from me, so I did not go, sadly. But I'm looking at maybe going next year because I'm having a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. Anyway, so take care, everybody. We'll see you next time, and happy Pride. Stay cool, stay hydrated, you know, take your meds and get any help you might need. And if you need someplace to stay, you're welcome here. So just let me know. Talk to you soon. All right, bye.